Hello everyone, welcome to Stoic Wisdom today. You've heard the stereotype that Stoics are cold, emotionless, indifferent to joy, sorrow, love or pain. But here's the truth. That idea is a myth and a dangerous one. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, it's about mastering them. Marcus Aurelius cried for his children. Seneca loved his friends. Epictetus taught compassion. So where did the misunderstanding begin? It comes from a surface reading of Stoic teachings, one that ignores the core message. We are not meant to be emotionless. We are meant to be ruled by reason, not consumed by reaction. In this video, we'll explore what the Stoics really believed about emotion, and why understanding this could transform your own emotional life. Let's begin with the foundation. Part 1. Stoics don't reject emotion, they refine it. Stoics never denied that emotions exist. In fact, they accepted them as natural and inevitable. But here's the difference. They drew a clear line between rational emotions and irrational ones. Rational emotions like joy, caution, and goodwill are grounded in wisdom. They support clarity, connection, and virtue. Irrational emotions like rage, panic, envy are based on false judgments. They cloud your mind, distort perception, and pull you away from reason. To the Stoic, emotions are not bad. They are signals, data about how we interpret the world. That's why Stoicism is not about shutting down, it's about waking up. The goal is not to become numb, it's to become intentional. To feel fully without being ruled blindly. Because when emotions are shaped by virtue, they become power. And when they're shaped by impulse, they become prisons. Part 2. Accept, examine, do. The three-step Stoic process. So how did the Stoics handle emotions in real life? They followed a simple but powerful framework. Accept, examine, do. Step 1. Accept. Emotions are human. To pretend they don't exist is self-deception. A Stoic doesn't reject the feeling. They acknowledge it, fully, honestly. Step 2. Examine. Where does this emotion come from? What judgment is hiding beneath it? Is it based on truth or on assumption? Seneca reminds us, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Step 3. Do. Once you've clarified the emotion, you act, not from impulse, but from virtue. Courage, justice, self-control, wisdom. You don't let the storm steer the ship, you steer it mindfully, purposefully, awake. That's Stoic emotional mastery. It's not about numbing your feelings. It's about choosing what you do with them. Part 3. 5 Stoic practices to master emotion. So how can you apply this in everyday life? Here are 5 Stoic practices to help you develop emotional mastery. 1. Don't rush to judgment. Many emotions arise from snap assumptions. Pause. Breathe. Ask, do I have all the facts? The Stoics taught that impressions are not reality. Suspend judgment until reason returns. 2. Be mindful of your thoughts. Thoughts are powerful, but they're not always true. The Stoics practiced daily mental observation. They challenged distorted thinking and replaced it with affirmations grounded in virtue. You can do the same. 3. Know what you control. You can't control other people's emotions, but you can control how you respond. Don't take things personally. Don't blame or manipulate. Respect others' autonomy and protect your peace. 4. Feel, then reflect. Stoics don't suppress emotions. They feel them fully, then reflect. They ask, what caused this feeling? Is it useful or harmful? What can I learn from it? This leads to growth, not reactivity. 5. Embrace your fate. This is amor fati. The Stoic love of fate, accept what is, see difficulty as a chance to grow. The Stoic trust that every experience serves a greater purpose, even if unseen. Each of these practices trains your emotional mind, not to be less human, but to be more awake. Part 4. Stoicism doesn't deny emotion, it elevates it. So let's go back to the myth. Stoicism isn't about indifference, it's about discernment. The Stoics actually valued positive emotions, joy, gratitude, compassion, love, not just as feelings but as virtues in action. When you live in alignment with nature and reason, those emotions arise naturally, not as a result of pleasure, but as a reflection of inner harmony. Marcus Aurelius didn't write meditations to become cold. He wrote to stay centered in the middle of grief, duty, war, and uncertainty. Epictetus, once a slave, didn't deny pain. He chose not to be defined by it. They didn't numb their hearts. They opened them to what really matters. This is the power of Stoicism. It doesn't erase your emotions. It gives them structure, direction, and dignity. Conclusion. Emotional mastery, not emotional denial. The next time someone says Stoics lack emotion, smile gently. And remember, they're only seeing the surface. The real Stoic isn't cold, they're courageous, they feel, but they don't flinch, they love, but they don't lose themselves, they grieve, but they stay grounded. Because Stoicism isn't about being robotic, it's about being resilient. It teaches us that emotions are not our enemies, they are indicators guiding us toward what matters. But only if we know how to listen, how to pause, how to reflect, and how to act, not from impulse, but from principle. So yes, Stoics feel deeply, but they choose how they express. They choose what they allow to grow. They choose who they become through it all. That's not emotionlessness. That's emotional strength. And in a world ruled by reaction, that's a rare kind of power. If this video helped clarify the truth about Stoicism, give it a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Stoic Wisdom today. For weekly insight into calm, clarity, and emotional resilience, this is the place.